Hello, hey guys, it's Allison, and welcome to TOC Pajama Talk. So, I gotta tell you guys, we actually did an amazing TOC. We talked about, our group of 8 going down to 4. It was probably one of our best talks ever, and no one could hear it. And so we tried to do it again, and I don't know if Instagram just hated us. I don't know. So, we are going to be talking the finale. You guys, this was such a nail biter. I cannot wait. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Thumbs up. Hey, Michele, come on. Go ahead and join. I might even ask you right now. No, can we do that? Wait. Uh-oh. Let's do that. Let's see if that worked. Okay. We have talked to Michele. Michele, my belle. What did you think? Oh my gosh. I think we owe you a little bit of a
Yeah, I usually have the best record of the three of us for guessing who's going to win.
You nailed it. Was it Brian on your dream team?
Yes, he was.
We got to talk about it. I know Bucko's going to be joining us. I think he's just getting out of rehearsal. So it
Sorry,
may be
I'm dog sitting.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Don't even worry about it. Okay, I have 4 dogs joining. You know, it's all good. Okay, so we can go ahead and kind of refer to the semis, but let's focus on these battles, you guys. Can we start with the Jetster and the Dragon Slayer? What did you think going into that battle?
I thought it would be a little closer than it was.
No, did it turn out to be a 1-point battle, or was it a couple point, I think?
It was like 3 points.
Okay, yeah.
2 or 3 points. I didn't, because Jet won on taste, but by 1. Kevin won 2 points on the randomizer. 1 point on the presentation.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, obviously, let's talk about so do you have the list of the protein produce?
Yep.
Okay,
salmon belly, cauliflower mushrooms, which I'd never heard of, so now I have to find them. Banana leaves, white, and ostrich egg.
What did you think about seeing the ostrich egg? We've seen that in TOC's past, but seeing that big old egg.
I want to try one just to say I have. When I was watching Jet fix his dishes, he went he caramelized the mushrooms, which makes them not white, and using the egg yolk, he should have just went with the egg white, maybe just a little couple drops of yolk, but he kind of sabotaged himself in the foot with the color, even though it might have tasted delicious.
And remember, at the very beginning of that battle, hello, he goes, hey, I really need to focus on the randomizer. I usually focus on just taste. But then as soon as, the battle come, it was just like, I really want to focus on that taste. And you're right, using the egg yolks, which obviously turn it yellow, the caramelization that turns it like that yellowish brown. It was like those elements really took away from the white overall. And I think, like you were saying with Chef Kevin Lee, it was like he really focused on the white. It was an all white dish. It looked beautiful, but I think I felt bad because at the beginning he was like, I'm going to focus on the randomizer. And then I think he kind of just got in the heat of the moment and just kind of.
Well, I think he was fighting because he loves putting out good flavors. So it's kind of, it's a tug of war. And I think he just kicked into, it's not even an autopilot, but he wanted to put out a good tasting dish because they all like the flavor of the dish. But the white, but Kevin's idea of the rice paper crisp on top was brilliant.
I mean, it just added that, like you said, like that another layer of just. I mean, I thought it was going to be Chef Jet's battle to lose. I felt really strongly that he was going to be the one that was going to win going in. But then it's like, as soon as I saw him using the yolks and as soon as I saw him using, like you said, the caramelization, I was just like, oh gosh, okay. And then I think what kills me, and it's like, obviously he's gotten to this point in the battle. I think it's 4 rounds now or 5 TOCs now. I think he's been in the top 4.
I think this was the 5th one, I think.
Yeah. And it's kind of always come down to like a slip up or just like something. And, I think that it would have been even harder to see him in the finale with Brian. I felt like, if you were going to going out to Chef Kevin was a really good way to go out. But I mean, in my opinion, I don't know. Do you feel the same way, or do you think that it would have been okay going out in the finale?
I think I agree with you
Yeah,
because Brian, I mean, whichever one had made it to the finale, whether it was Brian or Kenny,
yeah,
it would have been a huge battle because this Jed is
yeah,
still one of the top chefs
yeah,
in the competition, but given the randomizer,
yeah,
that has tripped up many a chef,
yeah.
as we saw in the next round.
Oh my gosh. I mean, with this one, it's like, again, I think I don't know if it was TOC 4 or TOC 5. One of them was, when Chef Jet left, he was like, I don't even know if I can do this anymore. I think that because he did the type of therapy he did going into this, I feel like he'll be able to come back and say, all right. Because I mean, at the very end, he was like, it's on me. I'm the one that messed it up. He can't blame anyone but himself. But it's like, again, he put out a beautiful dish, an amazingly tasty dish. And so it's like nothing to be ashamed of. And then Kevin is coming out of freaking nowhere. I'm like, I mean, it's to give all credit to Chef Kevin. I mean, he really is the Dragon Slayer. He has taken down so many Titans now. It's like, I feel like no chef is going to underestimate him now. And Chef A is like, I'm proud of all four of them, especially Jet Taylor. You should. I mean, he's just great. He's such a great like competitor, and he's such a great chef. So what did you think about Chef Kevin's? I mean, Chef Kevin's, like you said, like the rice paper on top, it looked beautiful. It was very white, which was the theme. So
Well, he played the game well with the white salmon flesh, and then he used white
yeah,
napa cabbage. So
yeah,
he's white on white on white. I did notice that both Jet and
yeah.
Kevin stressed that they were representing their culture with their food
Okay.
and their history. So they're taking because
Yeah.
Jet did a donburi, and I'm not even going to try and pronounce the
The
what
one that
Kevin
Kevin
did
did.
because I will mangle it. They both look good, but they were
Yeah.
representing where they came from, which
Right.
is part of the history of the cooking.
Yeah. I think when Chef Jet cooks from the heart, it really shows in his, I mean, obviously with Chef Kevin as well, but I mean, I've seen in the past, like when he did like that to go order, 2 TOCs ago, when he was, referenced the working in his family restaurant. And I feel like his dishes are stronger when he does cook from the heart in that way. And I
Right.
think that, I think just Chef Kevin overall just had the momentum. I mean, he has the talent behind him. And I think he was kind of, I don't know if he was like, hey, if I win, it's great. If I lose, it's great. But I think that, he just was very calm in this episode. Did you sense that too? Or did you think,
Well, I think that if Jet had played the game a little bit more, used the randomizer and emphasized the white, I think that's what hurt him the most because he beat
yeah,
in taste.
yeah.
So I mean, it was
What was the
down
what
to
was
in
the
taste.
equipment? I don't remember the equipment. It was a weird.
They had banana leaves.
Oh, okay. And then they were saying using has Chef Kevin had the banana leaves just kind of on it,
Yeah,
on the plate. I thought that was kind of smart, but I mean, I don't know if they dinged him on that. Like I know they did talk about it, but I don't know if they dinged
it
him.
was there, but I don't think that he got very much banana flavor or the leaf flavor into the dish.
Right. And I don't
Whereas
remember. I
Jet
know.
used
Yeah,
hay and banana to smoke the fish.
yeah. And a salmon belly, is that something that you've had before? I don't think I've ever
Yeah,
had salmon. Is it good?
I love salmon, so I will eat pretty much any part that is edible.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't know if I want to say this. I do want to say it. I don't know if I want to say it. I'm going to say it because I feel like this is a safe space. I want to say that I don't normally watch the previews because I like being surprised. Okay. And I'm going to say, I really went into this battle. I mean, I was really like, I didn't have any spoilers and I was really excited. But when I watched the preview, it showed Chef Kevin doing the lobster. And I
Hmm.
got really sad because when it came up with salmon belly, I knew that he had won in my head. Now, I don't know if it's just because, we watch this like I mean, we watch it, I think, harder than a lot of people watch it. But then I was like, oh no. So I felt like in a way, I kind of, not that I didn't enjoy it, because I mean that battle was amazing. Don't get me wrong, but I felt like it kind of put a little of a sour tinge on it. Does that make sense? Did you see it in the preview? Was it just me? It could have been just me and my like autism. I don't know. I don't know. What did you think?
No, I think sometimes they kind of give
Yeah.
like little teasers, but
Yeah.
sometimes the editing doesn't, I don't think they realize that it gives the ending away. They're
Yeah.
looking for a good shot that captures, the
Which, by the way,
visual.
it did. I mean, I was so excited to see it. But then when I saw the salmon belly, I was like, that's not salmon.
But also,
Okay.
I'm just going to throw this out to the universe. If you've
Yeah.
watched the show,
Yeah.
refrain from saying, who won for at least a full day for those of us that have
Yeah.
to watch it. Because people were doing spoilers without
Oh,
warning right afterwards because I'm Pacific time. And I'm
yeah.
like, great, fine, dandy, but I
Does it
like,
air later for you?
yeah,
Like,
because we're 2 hours behind you. So
so if it airs at 7 p.m. Central, what time does it air for you?
we get it around 8 o'clock, I think, 8 or 9. I'd have
Okay,
to look.
so you would be finding out. Yeah, I mean again it's like I can't blame them for using the footage they did. And then like it said so, I think it said something about Brian. He goes, "Oh, it bit me or it pinched me or something."
Oh,
And
that was Kevin. The
was
crab
it
was
Kevin?
pinching him. Yeah.
I mean, and then we never saw that shot. And I was like, "Oh, I wanted to
Oh,
see the
it's
crab
there.
pinch it."
Well,
I didn't
it's
see it.
not shown.
Oh,
They show him saying it because I rewatched it today.
okay.
We had
Okay.
a big intern showcase at work, so I was speed watching it after rewatching it
Yeah.
after the thing. Um, the other thing, and this
Please.
is
Yeah. And again, it was just like I had to say it. I had to
yeah,
say it. Yeah.
as I mean, I love discussing the show online or whatever, but it's like
Yeah.
let us give people like a day to
Yeah.
process it or watch it
Yeah.
because I usually have rehearsal and so I have to watch it the next day.
I'm going to be really honest. Okay, I always have to watch this the next day because I don't have cable. But this one, don't tell the world. But I FaceTime my mom, and so basically, I was on like a little FaceTime. So for 2 hours, I was on FaceTime video watching it because I couldn't wait because I was like, I didn't want to get it spoiled. And so, but you're right. It's like I normally can't watch it until the day after. So it's kind of like, yeah, like I don't. It put a little bit of a sour note again. It's not that it ruined it for me or it ruined it for other people. I just think it's like because that was the finale. I wish that they had, I don't know, maybe done a different thing. I don't know. I mean, again, we watch it really, really specifically and we are very, very like honed in. So I don't know if
I
if an
have no
average
after the
person would have.
final battle I have something to point out, but
Okay, well then let's get, because I know Bucko's coming. So but it's like, I know he'll, yeah. And I spoke with, oh yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. No spoilers. It's really important. That's one thing that we really like. It's like we like not doing spoilers. I think that it's something, I mean, we have such massive respect for the Food Network. So when we do this talk, it's like you may not have already seen it. So we make sure not to, spoil the next episode or anything like that. Like we're very big about that. So I appreciate that. Okay, we got it. So first of all, Kevin, hell yeah. We're going to talk about him in the finale. Okay, so then let's talk about the next battle. We had Chef Kenny, who was another one of yours. I think you had two in the you're not allowed to do this anymore. Okay. No, no more for you. No more. We had Chef Kenny and then we had Chef Brian. Okay. Do you want to talk about the PPO? You know what I'm talking about.
the
Produce protein.
randomizer.
Yeah. Thank you.
So chicken livers, kohlrabi, a spetzel maker, pink for the color, and crown melon.
Now, what luck to have pink and liver, because it kind of has that kind of pinkish brownish tinge to it anyway. In my opinion, I think that's what color a liver is. What did you think about this randomizer? Did you find? I mean, chicken livers are tiny; they're like little suckers.
Did you see? Well, no,
No.
the ones they had were like when they were done frying were like this big. They were huge.
Do they expand
No, I think you're thinking the rest of the gizzards as opposed to
a
like the
liver?
heart versus the liver.
Oh, I think that's what I am thinking.
They had some honking livers.
I think that actually is what I was thinking because I was thinking about the bag when you cut it open at
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. Okay, yeah,
So I like gizzards, so it doesn't bother me.
yeah,
The spetzel maker I think was a fun choice,
yeah, yeah.
and pink
Guys, no, thank you. Yeah,
pink is can go good or bad depending on you have to go vibrant. You can't do like a pastel thing, especially for like
it
with
looks.
chicken livers, because it's going to look kind of gnarly if
Do
they
you,
weed out.
okay, do you? I mean, I know it's my season. Brittany's dish in the finale. She did this like pink. I think it was beets, but it was the most gorgeous pink I've ever seen in my life. And I felt like that color was represented in this finale. I think it was with Chef Kenny's dish. It was so like whoop, in your face pink, and it was gorgeous. Like I loved it. But it was a beet, I think, wasn't it? With
They both use beets.
yeah,
I wasn't a fan of what Kenny did with
really.
the candy cane colored beets on top
Oh,
because it looked like too much.
you think it was too much?
Yeah, but his pretzel looked good.
Yeah,
So I'm looking at my notes here because I have
yeah.
stuff all over the place. I do like the idea of his buttermilk and Szechuan chili for the marinade, though. That's a smart idea.
So, because you like the buttermilk is kind of like more of like a base, and the Szechuan isn't that just really spicy? So it's kind of like a
It's a
like
tingly type of chili pepper or
yeah,
pepper. Um, the buttermilk will offset some of the funkiness of the livers.
yeah. Because I like foie gras, like I like liver, like I like duck liver. I mean I don't know.
It's illegal in California.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Is
I
it?
like it, but I have to go to Nevada
How
to
is it
get it.
illegal? Is it just because
Because
they're not?
they force feed the ducks
Oh,
or
okay. Maybe
goose,
I don't like
whichever.
foie gras. I do, but oh darn it. Oh, see, that makes me sad. But I mean, I like the taste. I think I kind of like the pungency of it. I do. I mean, I don't like pate. I think that pate is kind of like the cheaper kind of
Yeah, I like
version.
pate.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I'm more of a. Yeah, it is totally. I had no idea. God, the things I learned. I had no idea that it. Did you know it was illegal? My mom's sitting right here and she's sleeping. That shows how good we are right now. She's tired.
And they both use the melon really well in the
Yeah,
purees and marinades. So,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that was smart gameplay all the way through.
I think obviously him coming from the qualifiers, they said that this is the farthest someone has ever gone from the qualifiers, I believe, was to the top four. And I mean, I could have easily seen either one of them taking this battle. I mean, Chef Brian, I do think it was his to lose. He really had the momentum, like that you've been talking about all season, like from TOC, the teams. I just think Chef Kenny came, in my opinion, I know he's been everywhere. This was my first introduction to him, but he came out of nowhere and he like killed it. Like he was on fire. You picked him from the start. I mean, so did you feel like he lived up to his name, like in the finale or in the semis?
I think so.
Yeah,
He was very steady all the way through. He didn't panic about the weirdness that Randa throws out. He
yeah,
didn't stress about the time. He just like made a plan, stuck to it. I
yeah.
see him as being one of the top seeds for the next go round.
I mean, he will come back. You think?
I pretty much would guarantee it just
Yeah,
because he made it to the finals and that's unheard of.
yeah. It was incredible. I mean, I loved both the dishes. I felt like Brian's, again, one thing you've always talked about, I know Bucko's also talked about, is that his plating is unmatched. I mean, I'm sorry, you're not going to get better plating, I think, than okay, so Shirley did do a better plating, I think. I think she did the best one of this year, of this one, with the double. To me, that was the best plating of this one.
I like Joe Sasto's in the grade 8. I thought his was really beautiful.
Oh, you're right. Okay, that was a good one too. Okay, okay, well, but you're our plating queen, so I'm like, okay, you would know, but no, but I think overall that battle was really amazing. I think Brian, had the momentum. I think that Chef Kenny, it was not, it was a lot further away than I had suspected. Wasn't it like a 5-point battle or something? It was,
6 points, but it was like 2 points in taste, 2 points
yeah.
in the randomizer, and 2 points in the presentation. So it was like increments that added up.
Did you feel like having the fourth chef? Like I know that they've done that in all of the past TOCs that I've watched. Did you think that that was like more of an equalizer, or do you think that that was something that kind of leaned it one direction or the other?
Um,
I know it's like I don't know. I can't
I
tell.
I'm undecided on what I think of David Chang's judging because there's
Okay.
some chefs that they're great cooks,
Yeah.
but their judging leaves a lot to be desired. They go into it with a preconceived notion of what they should be tasting instead of
Yeah.
listening to Justin and Tiffany
Yeah.
tell what the chef is presenting.
Right.
Or like, oh, I like this, as opposed
Yeah.
to evaluating what they're given.
Right.
Um, and I have a mention on that in the last one too.
Okay.
But
But were you familiar with him beforehand? I mean,
yeah,
obviously, it was like a James Beard winner. I think that it was like, his
Momofuku.
accolades were insane. Like,
So if you hear Momofuku noodles, chili
yeah.
crunch,
Is that
that's
him?
him. That's him.
Now I feel silly because I've definitely eaten those. Oh my
He
God, I
he
had no
was he
idea.
was the one that tried um, doing a
Yeah.
trademark on the term chili crisp.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did it go well or no? I don't
No.
remember. Oh.
Because
Mm.
that's like saying ketchup.
Oh. I say ketchup
Yeah.
too. Yeah. Oh, well, no, but I felt like this is the first time I think we've seen him judge. I don't think we've seen him in the past that I could remember. Did you remember seeing him in the past? I don't think I have. Uh-oh. Are you looking? Are you looking it up? Host of the David Chang. He often cooks for comedians. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I've lost Michelle.
There you are.
Yeah, coming back? Coming back?
I had somebody trying to call in. It's like,
Oh, yeah, that's okay. No, have we seen David Chang in the past? He's like a host podcast, host of the David Chang. He often cooks for comedians.
he's tried competing before. I
It's a huge
want
show.
to say it was like 24 and 24.
Okay. Oh,
Um,
wow. Okay.
and I have one of his cookbooks, but as far as judging, I think he needs to have another go round again. When the first
Yeah.
time judges for this level, it's a
Yeah.
little bit of a shift because it's not like Chopped where you have not celebrity chefs.
Right.
So it's they're not lesser, they're just not known. And this level, everybody's known and their styles are pretty well known. So
Yeah.
they're having to adjust. I'm trying to think of who it was. It took a couple, like Ming Tsai. It took him a few rounds to get under the belt of judging
Yeah.
less or more objectively instead of
Okay.
subjectively. So
Yeah. I think it's like I know we'll see. I mean, obviously I think we're seeing the Jetster. I mean, he's TOC. I mean, to me, he's very much like a staple in the show. I think we'll definitely, like you said, definitely see Kenny again. Can we talk the finale? Because I don't think I breathed for an entire hour. It was, and I'm talking about, I was on my phone like this. Like, what is going, it was stressful as all hell. Do you want to talk about the randomizer?
the randomizer always wins. They had
Yeah.
live king crab, fresh water chestnuts,
Okay.
pressure cooker, breakfast and dinner, and then a number of envelopes. And I have
Yeah.
a comment on that one
Okay,
when
so
we get
they
to
got
that.
one envelope. I remember it was one, and then
So if you watch the video, it
yeah.
stopped on three. They had
Did
three
it?
envelopes. And then they changed it. There was a comment I saw online last week that initially was three and it lines up with the video, but the guy decided it would have been too difficult, so they changed it to one.
It
And
probably would have been, yeah.
yeah, because I mean, they're already what, an hour, two dishes, breakfast and dinner.
With live food. Like
Yeah. So the one envelope they wound up with was sticky.
now sticky and crab, I think go together. To me, that's like kind of like a home run. You know what I mean? So they had king crab. What was the produce again?
Fresh water chestnuts.
See, those have no taste, in my opinion. I think those can be really bland. I mean, I'll eat them. I'm just not a big fan of water chestnuts. Are you a big fan of them? They seem very bland to me.
Um, I will take them over bamboo shoots
Okay.
just for
Okay.
crunch, but I agree. I don't think they have much of a flavor that I've been able to discern.
Aren't they? They're really absorbers, aren't they?
Yeah,
Like,
they're really
okay.
dense and fibrous.
Oh,
They feel fibrous, but they're
fibrous.
not
That's the word I was
fibrous.
thinking.
Like
Yeah.
spongy kind of.
Well, and then having breakfast and dinner. Those are really hard. I mean, crab for breakfast is kind of crazy, no? Like that's I mean, they made it work. They made
I'm
it
in
work.
California. If I was on the coast, I would be eating crab as often as I could.
Really? Okay, well maybe it's because I'm in Texas and we're not crab people as much. I don't know. I don't know. But what did you think? Okay, so Brian, I mean, we saw that, we didn't see as much of them cooking them. I think that the when they talked about using the what was it? The thingy, the
Pressure
equipment.
cooker?
Thank you. And they said that and then was it Chef Justin or Chef Tiffany gave us the hint? They were saying like it's gonna overcook your crab. And we saw that with was it Chef Kevin overcooked his crab and he
No,
had to
well,
start
he
over.
burnt his rice.
Oh, was the rice or
He
was it
burnt the rice. Yeah, because he put
the
Calrose
rice? It was the
rice in the
rice.
bottom with the crab shells.
Yeah.
And
Gosh, that's
but
so
the
good.
problem is he had the heat too
Thank
high,
you.
so it burnt it.
Because pressure cookers, those ones that they use are so like finicky. Like they're very like, if you don't put enough liquid in, you're in trouble, man. Like,
Well, I think he had the temperature too high on the stove.
yeah.
So
You think? I
yeah,
mean, what did you think overall? I mean, obviously, it was going to be a close battle. It was a close battle. Oh my gosh.
crazy.
You think it was crazy?
Yeah, I mean, I've watched the episode twice now, and it was
Okay.
like just as nerve-wracking the second time, even knowing the outcome, because you catch different things each time you watch it.
Yeah.
I was writing down the ingredients for the sauces. I mean, I
Yeah.
kudos to the editing people for putting the little bubbles with the different ingredients or styles, because
Yeah.
they had a couple
Yeah.
things that I only had peripherally been aware of, so made it a quicker reference.
I love that. And then I believe overall it was like a 1 point battle. How would you like to be in the finale and have a 1 point battle? I think that's like, oh, that's heartbreaking to me. But it's also it's really saying how great Chef Kevin did to be 1 point
Hmm.
away from that I was gonna say the crown, from the belt, from the title, from everything.
I think so. Well, I mean, because they tied on the Rando at 34, they tied on
Yes.
the plating at 9, and the taste was 41 to 40, so 1 point, and it was just minor. I think if Kevin
Yeah.
had played the water chestnuts a little bit differently,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah. It was
I think if he'd had more water chestnut flavor in there, he might have got it. But I don't agree with David Chang about the crust on Brian's crab being too thick, because
yeah.
again, that's putting your interpretation of what you expect versus the ingredient on what you're being given.
And they can't do that. I mean, it's not fair to kind of say, okay, well, a traditional meatball, or it has to be like this. Well, if they're given, these crazy ingredients and they make a meatball, like you kind of have to say, okay, well, this is their interpretation of it. You're right. So it's like, I
Well,
agree with that one.
well,
Yeah.
and that's where. So I've been doing some research this week for one of my papers for
Sure.
my final, because I graduate in 2 weeks. Finally,
Like,
is the interpretation of traditional or
yeah.
authentic
Okay.
is in the beholder,
Yeah.
because what I think is authentic, you might not.
Right.
So again, he needs to be more objective and less subjective, and listen to what the commentators are laying out, basically.
And I think you were really spot on when you were saying like, hey, this is the first time that we've really seen him as a judge. So like he might have not known that was kind of what they're expecting in this. I don't know. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. But I do feel like I was really thankful that we saw some judges get into the ring this time, or get into the arena this time, because I
Yeah,
feel like it gave them a whole new respect on the judges, or on the dishes that they have been judging. I feel like it kind of was like, oh, so this is what they're having to deal with. Oh, it is really
right.
hard. Not that they, wouldn't think that, but I do think it gave them another level of respect. Like, oh gosh, this is tough stuff. Like,
Well, I mean, I watched Scott Conant go through that with the next Iron Chef.
yeah,
Is he was one way, and then after he went through the gauntlet
yeah,
and got cut, he changed a little bit and became a little bit more softer judge. A little bit more forgiving on some of the things.
yeah,
So competition, I think competition. I'm highly competitive, but I've
yeah,
also learned to give myself some grace on when things don't always work out, because it's cooking or baking. So
yeah.
sometimes things don't go
Yeah.
the way you want them to.
No, I think you're right. And I think, okay, like obviously when Chef Brian won, I mean, and when he FaceTimed the brother, I lost it. I was so excited. I think he lost it. I think Guy almost lost it. Just like the emotions kind of flooded in. And it was so nice to see him be that vulnerable and like, be that real, and
And
just,
I should have been there.
you should have been there. Dang it, Michelle, you're gonna be at the next one. But it was so nice. It's like, again, we see these chefs, on our television screens, and it's so nice that we know that they have a heart. That sounds horrible, but do you know what I mean by that? Like, we
Well, he
really,
just seems like, I mean,
a genuine
this whole
guy.
top tier seem like the people you just want to go and sit and have a drink with
Yeah.
and some fries and just BS. Hang out,
Yeah.
watch a game, whatever. Just be regular people.
Right.
that happen to be really good cooks.
And you might just have way too much food, and I think I would gain 10 pounds just being there. Like I want to eat
It's called
everything. And
stretchy pants. You got to wear your yoga pants.
we will wear our Thanksgiving pants when we come out there, guys. Like, no, but I mean, overall, it's like, is there anything you want to see? I know that Bucko really, I was trying to try to be here. I know he has a rehearsal, but one thing he did want to say was to you, because you did choose two of the four and you chose the winner. So what? No, no. Congratulations. You honestly, I think you chose amazing chefs this time. You deserve it. This is all to you. Like, it's so fun hearing you and Bucko just talk about the show, and it kind of gives us newfound respect for food. So, is there anything you want to see besides us in the audience next next time, like for the next TOC?
Yeah, because by then
Yeah,
I'll be a papered anthropologist with a food emphasis. So I love watching this.
that would be
Um,
awesome.
I loved it when they had the weird curveballs like the canned food or
Yeah,
frozen food or something that you and I might have in our cupboard.
yeah. I Michelle, I think that's 100 spot on. Like
And gooey duck.
they didn't have the gooey duck, man. Like, come on, I want to see the gooey duck. No, but I agree with you. I like how if they did more of that canned, I feel like it, as home cooks, it kind of gives us a little bit more of a, oh yeah, I can do this too. Not to that level, obviously, but you know what I mean. I agree with that. I want to see more of those little blurbs. I know that they do those blurbs quite often, but to me, it's like I like how they explain things. I don't feel stupid reading them. I feel like it's like it tells me what they are so that I can have that knowledge and I could say, oh, Michelle, did you know that this was blah, blah, blah. I
Right.
love how they do that. I want to see more of that. Do you want to see new chefs? Do you want to see returning chefs? What do you want to see in the next one?
Um, I would like to see each division be randomly pulled.
Okay.
Maybe the top seed is there, but randomly pulled the rest of the divisions.
Yeah.
So that way it's an even mix. I mean, that way nobody knows who it's random and more challenging. I would also
Yeah.
like to see more Simon, less talking, nothing against Guy, but less talking lead in at the beginning. And I want more Simon and judge commentary at the back end because that's where
Yeah.
you get, because they butcher the heck out of it. And I want to hear more from the judges and what Simon thinks of the process because
Yeah.
he's been doing this a while. And
Yeah.
I get the feeling that the
Please.
judges don't know when they're talking with Simon which chef made what.
I don't think they do because they refer
So
to
I
them
kind of
only
like
as
that too,
chefs.
because then they can't go, oh, well, this person should have done this instead. So I kind of
Yeah.
like that, but I want more of that, not just like 30 seconds of a little, snip, snip, and we're on to the next thing.
Yeah. I wish that there was a way that they could construct the episode where we did see more of that. Like I like when, he gets to talk to like Hunter Ferry gets to talk to the winner afterwards. Like I would love him to ask even more questions like, okay, what are you planning for the next one? What was your greatest challenge on this one? Like I think that if he got a chance to kind of ask him some more questions, it might help us as the home audience to like really understand like, oh, that's the chef's mindset. Like because what we see is him going, "Oh my God, that was a hard," and then
Well,
leaving.
and
Yeah,
it could be that they've asked that, but they're editing it out. But
it could
again,
be.
it's for the average person that is not in that world. It's interesting to see, like you
Yeah,
said, to see into their mind of how their thought process worked. Of these are the crazy ingredients. This is what I
yeah.
decided to do with it. So
And one of the things that they did that we've talked about in the past, like I know that for TOC teams, the audience got a sample. I love when Chef, I know, I know, it's a great idea, right? Um, I like that when Chef Guy, Chef Tiffany, and Chef Justin try the food because it's like I look really specifically hard at their facials, and it's like obviously they're not trying to get something away, but it's like you could tell when they really like something because sometimes they're like, oh my God, that was amazing, oh my God, or like Guy Fieri is like dang, all right. And you could tell how good it is. Because even though we can't taste it as you and I, it kind of gives us a thing in our head like, oh, wow, this does taste really good.
well,
Like,
as Brooke said, I need a moment.
yeah. Well, and it's great. Like, obviously, I mean, there's so much we want to see DNC and TOC. Like, I know we're going to be excited. We have 2 more seconds. You have 2 more seconds. Can we talk 24 and 24? I have not watched the first episode, so we're not doing that yet. But we will be doing a 24 and 24 talk. 24 is stressful as hell, and I'm here for it. I'm very excited. What do you want to see? I haven't seen any of the first episode, so it's not like I'd have any spoils, but what do you hope to see this year or
Oh,
the season?
gee, I haven't either because I had rehearsal
Yeah.
and the final. See, to me, this is like the wrap up. I have
Yeah.
my final things, and then I can like focus on food again for all summer.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know because they're so dastardly on their challenges that
Yeah.
are they going to have to do that seven-sided potato again? I like the speed
Awesome.
challenges. I do like those
Yeah.
because they take them back to basics on a lot of it. So it's like, okay, do you remember how to do this from, years and years ago?
Yeah. I liked how they did that the one that you're specifically talking about was at the one of the first challenges and then one of the last challenges. And then seeing the progression of how exhausted they were by that end. That was really interesting. What about I'm worried about the judges being impartial. I think that that's something that's really hard. Like, for example, what I love about TOC is that it's a blind tasting, like that
Right.
they can't tell. And I feel like sometimes with TOC or with 24 and 24, I know last season it was like, I think it was Jed at the very beginning was like, oh, it's between this person and this person. It was a one bite challenge. And I feel like that would be really hard. I think for anyone to say like, oh, that's my best friend over there. Oh, but I don't really like this person at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I wish it was a blind tasting and
Yeah.
also more than one
Yeah.
or two judges. Because like
Yeah.
Antonio was a judge most of the way through last time, and I would rather them. I'm sure everybody lives relatively close to where they're filming, so it's like they could
Probably.
take turns coming through or have a
Yeah.
green room and couches or something. But I would
Yeah.
like it to, blind judging to me would be more fair,
Yeah.
and maybe have I don't know. I don't know how
Yeah.
they could do it as opposed to like being behind a screen, you
Okay.
know.
Oh, maybe something. Yeah.
But I like the idea of blind judging because again, you can if you favor one chef over another, that's going to color your interpretation of their dish.
You know what I mean? I mean, not that they wouldn't be anything but professional, but to me it would be hard. I'd be like, okay,
It'd
well,
be
I know this
subconscious more
person, I
than
don't know this
anything.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel like the randomness, not the random, actually, yeah, that's the right word. The randomness of the chefs that are coming. We're getting introduced to so many new chefs that I know I'm unfamiliar with, which gets me excited. You may be familiar with a lot more of them than me. You know, I feel like there's so many. I mean, we have Viet. Whoa, Viet. I'm fighting both of you for Viet. BT Dub. He's
I haven't even looked at the list yet.
okay, well, Viet's mine. He's mine. but no, but like they have Viet, they have Leanne coming back. They have I think it's is it Brian Malarkey? It's Carlos's
I
other
think
half.
I think
Brian
Malarkey's on.
Malarkey. They have Molly Ye. Molly Ye's gonna be there. I mean, it's like who? Molly Yee? Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
they have some of those ones that we recognize, but then there's so many of these chefs that are unfamiliar to me that I can't wait to kind of be introduced to. Like it's
Well,
gonna
see,
be
last
fun,
season's
man.
Dominic Crenn. I love Dominic Crenn on the
Yeah,
last
she's
one.
a home cook. Yeah. It's an Iron Chef France. I love her. And it was great that we saw her in TOC this time. Like we saw her as a judge. I
Yeah.
thought that she was going to compete. I was kind of disappointed, but yeah, I mean, Michele, I love doing this with you. Thank you so much. Thank you for, bringing your professionalism every single week. You have such a great opinion, and I love that you are like, nope, you tell it like it is. And I know that that's something that the audiences really appreciate, that you don't sugarcoat things in the best way. Like it's really nice to hear. And you do have that food anthropology background, which is amazing. 2 more weeks, you get your master's. It's master's, right? At this
Bachelor's.
bachelor's. Well, then,
So I got my
yeah.
10 years ago, I got my first associates, and then I got two more
Okay.
after that. And this
Okay.
year I'm getting my bachelor's. And my daughter is
Yeah.
walking, her college is right after mine. So we're getting our degrees on the same day.
Michele, I'm so proud of you. That's so amazing. I know that you've worked your butt off for this, and I think that I cannot wait to cheer you on. 2 weeks, you are going to be officially a food.
Dun, dun,
We
dun,
are
dun,
food anthropologists. That's amazing.
dun.
No, it's amazing having you. I love having Bucko on here. Thank you guys so much for an amazing season. Yes, good luck on your degree. Way to go. Absolutely. Like we are so proud of you, Michele. That's such a wonderful thing. But yes, okay. TOC talk, not TOC talk because we just finished it.
24 and
I'm
24.
24 and 24 talk. Let's take it on. Let's do it. Thank you guys again. We'll talk to you guys next time. Bye, Michelle.